From Iraq, where officials say the country's water reserves have dropped to their lowest level in 80 years.
Four fallen angels found in a cave beneath the Euphrates River. And what Syrian explorers discovered inside that chamber on January 29, 2026, is something the Bible predicted with terrifying precision 2,000 years ago. The Euphrates is drying up at the fastest rate in recorded history. As the water disappears, it's exposing things that were never meant to be found. A cave, a chamber descending 190 feet into the earth. 4 alcoves, 4 sets of chains embedded in solid rock, chains forged from meteoric iron, showing centuries of stress from something pulling against them with impossible force. 3 alcoves, chains intact. The 4th alcove, different. The chains are shattered, fresh metal fragments on the floor. The break is recent. Whatever those chains held for 3,000 years is no longer there. Nobody can explain where it went. And the Bible says, when it gets out, a third of humanity dies. That moment may already be here. The river is dying. Picture a man, standing on cracked, sun-baked earth. He's not on a riverbank. He's standing in the middle of what used to be the Euphrates River, 30 feet above where the water was just 5 years ago. Fishermen who worked this stretch their whole lives say they no longer recognize it. Villages that relied on it for irrigation have been abandoned, and underneath the cracked mud where the water once ran deep and fast, something hidden for 3,000 years is now exposed for the first time in human memory. That image is not a simulation. That image is February 2026. Here's the catch. The Euphrates isn't just low, it's collapsing. Water levels near the Syrian-Iraqi border have dropped below 200 cubic meters per second, 60% lower than the 500 cubic meters per second mandated by international water agreements. NASA satellite data from January 2026 shows that sections of the river in Iraq have lost 87% of their total water volume compared to 2015 levels. 87% gone. Entire regions that were 30 feet underwater just 5 years ago are now completely dry land. Yes, Turkish dams are restricting upstream flow. Yes, the region is experiencing a historic drought driven by climate shifts. Both of those things are true, but neither of them fully explains what water resource experts are seeing in the data. In the 6-week window from late December 2025 through early February 2026, the river's water level dropped by 42%. That's twice the decline rate of the entire previous 12 months combined. As if something beneath the riverbed is changing faster than any natural process should allow. Dr. Michael Chen, a hydrologist who has monitored Middle East water systems for 28 years, released a report in January 2026 that stunned the scientific community. He stated, if current trends continue, major sections of the Euphrates could be permanently dry by late 2027, not seasonal low water. Permanent transformation of one of the most historically significant rivers on Earth. The Euphrates, the river that cradled the very first human civilizations, the river that Babylon was built beside, the river named in the Garden of Eden, is vanishing from the map in real time. And here's what nobody is saying out loud. Revelation 16:12, written approximately 2,000 years ago. It reads, the 6th angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. The drying of the Euphrates isn't just a climate data point. According to the book of Revelation, it's a sign, a specific named sign that precedes events of world-ending consequence. Not a metaphor, not a symbol. The actual river, name by name, drying up. And it's happening right now, in our lifetime, in our news cycle. What they found in the cave. On January 28, 2026, Syrian locals exploring newly exposed sections of the dried riverbed near Deir ez-Zor found a cave entrance that had been completely submerged for as long as anyone could remember. The water level had dropped faster than anyone predicted. The entrance was open, dark, waiting. They went in with cameras and battery-powered lights. They didn't find an empty cavern. Syrian archaeologist Hassan Khalidi was part of the initial survey team that officially examined the cave on January 30th. According to documents that were later leaked, Khalidi's report described the findings in clinical, careful language. But even through the measured scientific tone, the details are staggering. Khalidi has excavated sites across Syria, Iraq, and Turkey for over 2 decades. By his own account, he has never written a report that required him to repeatedly stop and question whether his instruments were functioning correctly. This cave did that to him. The main chamber descends 190 feet below the dried riverbed. The walls are smooth stone, almost polished, as if finished by an advanced tool or method. Embedded at precise intervals are iron rings, massive ones, each measuring approximately 40 inches in diameter, made from a metal alloy that preliminary metallurgical tests date to over 3,000 years old. And here's the detail that stopped Khalidi cold. 3 of the rings show signs of extreme mechanical stress, as if something incredibly powerful had been pulling against them for a very long time. The stone around the anchor points is fractured and worn, the way rock looks when something has been straining against it for